Resetting the narrative completely last night, Candace Owens revealed a screenshot of a group chat where Charlie Kirk explicitly said he was leaving the pro-Israel cause.
So Charlie writes in this group chat, just lost another huge Jewish donor, $2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker. I'm thinking of inviting Candace. Somebody writes, ugh. Charlie writes, Jewish donors play into all of the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. And somebody writes, a donor writes, please do not invite Candace. That might feel good short term, but it's not good long term. In my opinion, like all groups, you're going to get a wide variety of opinions. That nasty free will thing that God bestowed on us makes life frustrating at times after the dust settles a bit, maybe. So again, this is 48 hours before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. He was very clear and he was very explicit, and he did not back down, not in that Hamptons meeting, which they're all lying about, nor in this text thread. I'm not going to reveal the names of the other 7. Actually, you know what? I disagree with myself 4 seconds ago. Let's just throw in Josh Hammer for funsies. He's on this chat, okay?
And Candace is right. The most glaring part is all of the people who are in that group chat that have remained silent. Like Lauren Witzke points out, they probably hoped it would remain a secret forever. And lo and behold, Andrew Kolvet, as of an hour ago, has now confirmed that the screenshot shared by Candace is authentic.
But I want to take the start of this show to address some of the things that have been going around on public, namely about a group text chain that has been made known and released by Candace Owens. And I just want to address it head on because, that was a screen grab that I had shared with people. So it is authentic. And I want to go into it because I actually am really excited that the truth is out there. I first want to say the reason I didn't share that screen grab publicly is because it was a private exchange, and I felt like it didn't necessarily comport with things that were already public. I wanted to not betray my friends' trust in that way. But I did share it with some people in government because it happened really quick. It was, it took 33 hours for authorities to get their suspect. And in those first moments, we wanted no stone unturned. We wanted to leave nothing unturned. So I shared it with a few people. Don't know where it went from there, apparently. But here we are. So one of the reasons, Blake, that I'm glad to have this now public, it was not mine to share publicly, but one of the criticisms we've received is that we don't care, we're not investigating every lead, we're not looking under every stone, and that somehow we're just sweeping things under the rug. And when I say that we want justice for Charlie more than anybody else, I really mean it, and no stone unturned. I mean, I don't know if you want to chime in on that part alone, but I have more to say.
Yeah, it has been so frustrating to have people blow up about this. Yeah. And I've certainly stated publicly, the reason I haven't weighed in on things is I am an eyewitness to events, and they've said, don't comment on things because anything you say can mess that up. I don't want to mess up any trial for the person who did this.
Now I understand the knee-jerk reaction to say Candace is vindicated, truly. And many people seem to think I have a problem with Candace per my last video on it. And no, I just have a problem with being lied to. Doesn't matter who it's from, and I still think she did lie about seeing the contents of the letter. Our good friend Josh from outside the Overton highlighting exactly where my head is at. This does not contradict the letter Charlie wrote at all. It actually shows the letter was true and Charlie had finally reached his breaking point of carrying water for Israel, the natural end to where that letter was going. Not that he was having an awakening of some kind and becoming the next Nick Fuentes, but that he was no longer willing to be told who and what he was allowed to platform and be held metaphorically at gunpoint by Jewish donors. And I still have some questions for Candace. Like Nick asks here, why did she sit on this for 4 weeks and censor the other names? What does she have to lose by publicizing all the people involved? Or even better, why didn't Kolvet at least say at some point publicly that what Candace was saying had some validity to it? Josh Hammer, in my opinion, is also worthy of a look into. Not good optics to be praising public execution a day before Charlie's assassinated, especially when you have stayed silent when you were one of the few people in that group chat with Charlie. And you could have confirmed these statements in the days after, not an entire month later. Take the quartering, for example. This neckbeard has no business in politics at all. Dude needs to go back to GameStop reviews and the culture war stuff or whatever the hell he used to do. It's like, brother, you aren't even in the conversation anymore. Just noise outside the door that makes it impossible for me to hear the person in front of me. And it's the people who immediately sprint as fast as they possibly can. Well, for the quartering, that would be a brisk walk. But gnashing at the teeth at the opportunity to defend Israel. So with that being said, I am willing to stand corrected and be wrong. I just want to know the truth. But that is literally next to impossible when everybody is in it for the money. And I'm not even going to mention this idiot, he doesn't deserve the attention. So whatever you think of this situation or Candace, she is right about one thing. You can't trust anybody. And that is where I will leave it. Let me know your thoughts if I missed anything. And like always, I will see you guys in the comments. Peace.
Smash that like button.